everyone, I am Chong Jun from Class 4A in SJKC MAWAI, Kota, Tinggi. I've read a book entitled Witch and Wizard Stories. It is a book with a collection of 7 witch and wizard stories and is published by Award Publication Limited. Today, I will review one of the stories from this book entitled Curious Cavern, written by Murid. I love this book very much because of its interesting storyline, and of course I like to read on witch and wizard stories. The main character of this story is Kevin. He came upon a small city. When he reached, he was puzzled. Each person's nose was a sticking plaster. Curious, he approached an old lady asking why there's a sticking plaster on everyone's nose. The old lady warned Kevin if he doesn't want to be turned into stone, he had better get a sticky plaster as well. The king of the city had a horrible hairy rot on his nose and nothing could be done to remove it. Thus, the king had to cover it with a plaster. Since then, the whole city was required to put a plaster on their nose because the king doesn't want to look foolish by himself. Anyone who disobeys the king will be turned into stone by the wizard. Kevin then continued his journey to the wizard tower. He wanted to buy a plaster. He bought a plaster from the wizard at a high price. As it turns out, the wizard had been making money out of the misfortunes befallen upon the king. He continued to walk to the castle to meet the king. Kevin had suggested a brilliant idea to get rid of the horrible hairy rot from the king's nose. The next morning, they departed to see the wizard. The wizard was happy, as he thinks that the king wanted him to turn more people into stone. As it turns out, the king ordered him to turn the world into stone. The wizard had no choice but to obey it. Boppity boppity boop, poof! The world turned into stone, fell onto the ground, and a chicken came, picked it up, and swallowed it down. Hooray! Shouted the king and his men. I like the last part of the stories in which the king, hairy rot, was turned into stone and the wizard was chased out from the city. Everyone was happily dancing around the fountain and throwing away their plaster. It was a happy moment for everyone. So, let's be wise, curious, and considerate like Kevin. I will rate this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I have just reviewed one of the 7 stories in this witch and wizard storybook. Is it interesting? So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and check out other interesting stories in it.